Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? Yo, there's a lot going on today. Y'all, Kandi Burrs has gone on record saying a lot of things about Nene, and this time she's actually letting tea drop that Nene called her a racial slur, and she really doesn't understand why Nene is her biggest hater. Y'all, we gotta get into this. I'm gonna play all the audio in a second, but also, y'all, we gotta talk about Nene Leakes, right? Nene is an interesting character, but like Claudia Jordan said, shout out to Claudia Jordan, Nene's her own worst enemy. I get the fact that Nene says she's been blacklisted, but you realize Nene was blacklisted on her own accord. Nene was the highest paid person in housewife history. She was on Broadway. She was on Glee. She literally legitimately seemed like she was going to make the jump from reality TV before Candace Dillard did it into something big. However, as much as Nene wants to point the finger at Kandi, ushering her out, and even going as far as Kandi calling Kandi a racial slur, y'all, we gotta call a spade a spade. Nene pushed her own self out. There were rumors of drug abuse. There was rumors of alcohol. We saw the pajama jam. Listen, and I'm not saying Nene was on there, but I am saying is on narcotics or had a problem with that. But I am saying that after we saw the way Nene acted at the pajama jam when everything went crazy and she was walking around acting like she was flying a kite and she was indoors and wasn't no wind in sight. I'm not saying she was. I am saying that if we found out she was, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, let's get into Kandi's comments and then I'll meet you after the jump.
Iron and stuff. Like she was, she called me, this right here pissed me the off. Oh wait, can you say that?
Yeah, go, do you.
Yeah, that shit pissed me the off when she was, she said somewhere, call me a coon or something. Like, what? Like that right there, that's when I was like, okay.
But how can you even, what?
How?
A black woman calling another black woman that?
How? I don't know whatever's going on with her situation with the network. That's to me.
Did you ask her?
For what?
Because that's so far crazy.
What?
Like, why would you say that type of thing?
We don't communicate, and those are the type of things that you put out in the atmosphere. Oh, I need to waste my time talking to you anymore. That's just how I feel about it. But at the end of the day.
But what would you, in your right mind though, like why would you even go there? I don't even understand. What did you do?
I didn't do nothing to her, and that's the crazy thing. Like, I think she was having her own issues with the network, right? And that was very public or whatever. But I don't know if because I have a better relationship with them, she had negative things to say about me, like took that negative energy towards me. And I'm like, I see.
Anyway, y'all, let me just say this, right? It always shocks me the way so many people that had a bag, was fan favorites, had all these opportunities, literally by their own greed, their own moral failings, always stick to the one person on Housewives that is consistently put in the work, ignored the naysayers, and come out on top. If y'all know who I'm talking about Nene and Portia. Both those people had the world in their hands. You can blame, if Nene wanted to perform acrobatics and blame Kandi for her being cast out of Broadway heaven, that's a reach. You called your boss a manipulator, a racist, and said he nose candy. You literally knocked out teeth to a producer or a cameraman, put him in the hospital, went online and tried to do a cancel Bravo campaign against your employer. Now, I'm not saying, listen, here's the thing. Bravo do got a problem, and I'm the first person to say that, right? But Nene, you did all that, and then you wanted to come back to the network. You did a campaign against Claudia Jordan. You did a campaign against Kenya. You literally maligned, harassed, destroyed, and got numerous black women fired. And now you want to talk about protect all black women? But let's forget about Bravo, because Nene, you had other bags and opportunities. You messed that up. You literally fumbled your own bag. And now you want to turn around and hate on the other person. Listen, I don't know what happened between Nene Nene and Kandi behind the scenes. I do know that there's a lot of people that Kandi's friendly with, and a lot of people thinks that Kandi would like, I would imagine, to be done at that network. And the fact that at the end of the day, Kandi don't got nothing to do with that. Kandi is a worker. She is respected. She is an employee for Bravo. And she also got her own brand. Kandi's name speaks for itself. Nene, what does your name speak for? You know what? Enough of this. Let's actually get to someone that actually called it. And when it happened, she got dragged up and down because y'all were like, oh my God, how could you say this? And guess what? She was 100% right. Who am I talking about? Claudia Jordan. She predicted this even after. Remember when Greg died, may he rest in peace, and Nene went out there trying to play people, talking about the flowers they sent weren't nice enough? And Claudia Jordan literally got on and said, Nene, you're your own worst enemy. This is why nobody wants to work with you, because you do stuff like this. And a lot of people were like, Claudia, it's too soon. Greg just passed away. Maybe Nene's changed. And she ain't changed. She ain't grow. She's the same mean girl she was. And now she's mad that she's not the mean girl. She's not the Regina George of the high school. She's mad that she's not the Regina George of the Mean Girls High School anymore, and that's all there is to it. But let's listen to what Claudia's words have to say. In the interview, Claudia says that Nene is irrelevant, and she's irrelevant out of her own hand. She said, somebody said during the interview, Claudia Jordan agreed that Nene Leakes is irrelevant. She literally said, yeah, she has become irrelevant. I'll say this. It's a shame because as much as we're not cool, her and I don't hate her. I'll say that about Claudia. She always gives people their props and dues. It's like you went from making like probably $5,000 in your first season on a very unknown show. You didn't create the show, but you were a really big part of the show becoming successful. To go from nothing to something, then to something great, and to have burnt so many bridges where no one's rushing to rescue to put you in anything, it's just sad. She went on to say that she hates to see individuals like Nene, who was once the highest paid housewife with $2.85 million a season. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what you say. Tell me how you gonna mess up a $2.85 million bag? Let's be serious, y'all. Let's be serious. While you getting dressed to go to your shift at work and work for 1/10 of that with a coworker you can't stand and the cafeteria food's always yucky, tell me how she fumbled that bag just because what? Well, Claudia has the answer. She said Nene sabotaged her career due to her own attitude. She said, on your way up, if you want to act a certain way, people are going to remember on your way down. Nene shot herself in the foot by doing that. Claudia went on to say Nene's ego and said playing the victim and lacking professionalism on set contributed to her downfall. And there it is in a nutshell. Claudia spoke the truth, y'all. And one thing I can say, right? When you act a certain way on the way up, depends how far you fall on the way down. We see the way Kandi acted on the way up because she's still up. We see the way Claudia acted on the way up because she's still up. We see the way Nene literally acted on the way up, and now she on a reboot of College Hill with LeVar Odom. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. You know I welcome your commentary, but yo, be respectful because you know I will block someone.